If you want to start a service-based business in 2025 and you don't know exactly how to do that, this video is going to show you exactly how to build a service-based business. Even if you're a complete newbie, complete beginner, you don't know exactly how to deliver the service, you don't know where to get clients, you don't know how to manage your clients, you don't know how to actually set up such kind of a business, this video is actually for you. So here is exactly what you need in order to actually set up a service-based business. Firstly, you need a service, right? You need a service and an offer, right? You need a service and an offer that you are going to be selling. A service could be something like web design, SEO services, social media management. An offer is what you say to your clients when trying to sell them your service. So for example, like I said, a service could be web design. An offer could be, we are going to create you a perfect website for your business with XYZ functionalities that will be able to do this and this and that, right? So for an offer, you're basically breaking down what you are promising your clients, right? For a service is what you're doing for the client. So you need a service and an offer, and from there you need to know exactly how to acquire clients that you are going to sell this service to. And next, you want to have a skill, right? You need a skill. Now most people don't have a skill, right? They don't know how to build a website, they don't know how to do graphic designing, they don't know how to manage social media. So now, how do you start a service-based business if at all you don't have these things? So you're going to use what we call contractor. You're going to use what we call contractor arbitrage, right? So don't worry, I'm going to explain to you what contractor arbitrage really is. It's a very, very simple term. Just pay attention. So contractor arbitrage is where, look, you here as a business owner, you're a business owner, with briefcase here, right? You're a business owner and you want to start a service based business and you don't know exactly how to deliver the service. So what you're going to do is that you are going to come to this forum here, this forum that has people that are good at whatever it is you're trying to deliver, right? And what you're gonna say is that, let's say you are selling a service with $1,000. I love dollars, so I'm gonna put all my digits in dollars. If you're selling a service for $1,000, let's say it's a web design. It's a web design service. So what you're going to do is that you are going to get clients, right? You're going to find clients for this service that you are selling. So once you've gotten clients, since you can't deliver on this service because you're not skilled at this service, you are going to come to this guy here and tell this guy, hey, Mr. Genius, Mr. Web Designer, I have a client that I'm supposed to design a website for, right? Kindly do the website for me and I'm gonna pay you $200. I'm gonna pay you $200. Then this guy, since he's a freelancer, he wants money, he's a web designer, he's going to design a website for you for $200 for your client. Then you are going to deliver the service to your client and you're gonna keep how much? You're gonna keep $800. So this is what we call contractor arbitrage, right? You find clients for your business, then you hire people who are skilled at delivering the service to actually deliver the actual service for you. And now here is where it gets more interesting. I've showed you exactly how to deliver your service, but I've showed you the things you need in order for you to start your service-based business, and I'm gonna give you some of the services that you can offer if at all you want to get into a service-based business. You can offer social media management. We are in the era of social media now. All businesses are obviously on social media. People are competing on social media. They want to win on social media because their clients are actually on social media. So if you are good at social media management, or you can find somebody who is good at social media management, get the client and let the person deliver on the service and give them a portion of the money. The other service you can offer is web design, right? Companies want to have a digital presence right now. Since we are in the digital era, you're going to find a bunch of companies out there that don't have websites and offer to build a website for them, right? So this is another service that you can actually offer. You can offer also SEO services, right? So this is search engine optimization, right? Search engine optimization. If you want to know what this is, you can go ahead out there and try to find out. It's a good service to offer. It's a service that clients can actually pay a lot of money for. So the other service you can actually offer is graphic designing, right? So graphic designing is another good service that you can offer. You can also go out there and find out exactly what graphic designing is, if at all it's something that that would interest you. And another service you can offer is brand strategy and positioning, right? So what you're gonna do is that out of all of these services, pick one service that you are actually going to offer and follow what I'm going to show you next, right? So now that you've picked a service that you're going to offer, here is what you're going to need, because you want to find people who are going to pay you money for that service. You're going to have to generate leads, right? So the leads are basically people that will buy your offer. They haven't bought your offer, but they will buy your offer if you manage to convince them to actually buy your offer. Then you're going to want to acquire clients. So client acquisition is where you turn these leads, people who don't know you, they don't know about your offer, they haven't heard about you before. You convince them and you get them to pay you money. Now they are your clients. So you need a system to generate these leads. You need a system to acquire these clients, right? And next we're gonna go through CRM. So this is client relationship management. You see, it is easy to actually sell your services to people who've bought from you before, unlike people who have never bought from you before. So how you're gonna do this is very, very simple, right? So client relationship management is where you take care of your clients. You treat your clients so they can feel that they are part of the organization, so they can pay you more money more times again and again. So you see, a client that pays you $1,000 once and they are sad, right? They are sad about your service. They may never ever buy from you again. But if this same client that pays you $1,000 this month is happy, right, he may pay you $1,000 for your service times 12 months, meaning he's gonna come and buy from you again and again and again. So because your customer relationship management was good, instead of you just making $1,000, you ended up making $12,000 in a year's time. And if your client was sad, you could have lost $11,000, because now this guy has gone to find other people who deliver the same service who are better than you, right? So you thought you gained $1,000, but no, you lost $11,000 because your customer relationship management was wacky. It was bad, right? And finally, once you've gotten these things together, you want to have your service fulfillment correct, right? Because clients are gonna come back to you if they feel at place and if you deliver on your promises. So if you want to learn exactly how to start a service-based business using contractor arbitrage as a complete beginner who has never run a service-based business before, I just launched a program called Launch Your Career, right? So in this program, I want to show you exactly how to start a service-based business and start offering either graphic designing services, web designing services, web development services, social media management, SEO services. I'm going to show you exactly, where to find contractors who are going to do the service fulfillment for you, how to generate leads, how to acquire clients, and really how to actually deliver insane service to these clients so they can buy from you again and again and again. So go down below and comment launch your career, and I'm gonna send you the details to the program. With all of that said, this is your boy Mapreneur Closer. Until next time, peace out.